Okay, hey, it's Alka.
And Jen.
And welcome to this live presentation for getting you to really get a feel for what this Profit by Design Academy coaching program is all about. We've done a switch from before the June month was over, we had in 1 month switched things around because we realized that people were in need of a long-term coaching program that allowed them to not only get through the Profit by Design Academy training, which takes about 2 months, but then in 2 months you've got your business set up, because the coaching program, the Profit by Design Academy course actually gets you to set up your business. And then the coaching program, with the rest of the time, like let's say it takes you 2 months, you have 10 months then to get help from us. Why? Because we want to create more gold pro designers. Yeah, this is the hat that I got when I reached gold. Obviously, I've reached way past that. I'm triple diamond, but they have no awards for that anymore. And this is, if you recognize it, it's actually the old logo from way back, because I made gold a long time ago. But the idea here is to remind you that it's possible. Jen's gold. And we have 4 people that are already at gold that went through our course, and then they got coaching. Yep. And the reason that they are doing so well, and they've gotten gold now, and that means $100,000 in lifetime earnings from US sales. The reason that they've achieved that is because they continue to get coaching through our membership, through our masterminds. And so they invested a lot of money, right? But they also got a lot of results. So they've way beyond recouped their investment of, the course and the coaching. But we said, let's make it a little bit more open to people who can't maybe afford all that extra training right away, because the masterminds are still amazing, right? They're a different kind of training. But let's take some of what we do in the mastermind and add it to a coaching program that's going to be more affordable for people who, like maybe yourselves, that are, want to do a mastermind, but you're going to save up for 2 years to get to be able to pay that. And then 2 years have gone by. Whereas last year, because Christine got the coaching, she made $100,000 in 1 year in 2020. So you should basically just say when you hear that, you should say, I can't wait. Yeah. I shouldn't do this. I should just get the coaching now, and as much as I can from this program. And because we have decided that besides the 4, we want 50 people. That's our goal. We want 50 people who are already at gold. And then our goal will get bigger, right? We'll get to the point where we're going to say, okay, we want so many people at platinum, which is 250,000. But you have to put in the time, you have to put in the work, and you have to decide, is this a long-term commitment that I'm willing to do? Because Christine's been with us since 2017. And Brandon, who's also another $100,000 gold pro designer, he has been with us since 2017. So it's a long-term investment, but boy, now that they've put that time in, they're seeing the results. So what does that tell you? If you put the time in and you do the work and you keep judging and checking to see, what it is that's working for you, and keep doing that and get rid of what's not working, then you have a very good chance of also reaching those high numbers. We can't make any income claim statements, but our system works for the people that use it properly. And so what is the barrier for you? What are you making as a decision that you may not be in this course right now? And so what do you think the barriers are?
Well, a lot of people can't.
Don't you want to wear this hat?
A lot of people can't see the potential, or that they're scared that they won't be able to make the money. Or that they're not making enough money right now on Zazzle, so they don't think that they're ever going to be able to make money on Zazzle. And we have had a lot of students who have thought that way. But then when they started to actually implement the things that we teach in the Profit by Design Academy, and now the things that we are going to implement in the coaching program, they start to see results. But as Elka said, we can't make any income claim statements, but we do have a lot of results, not only in economic or income, but where you've learned new skills and you're actually able to understand the Zazzle platform more, or it doesn't become so frustrating, or you're not struggling as hard and working as hard, because a lot of Zazzle designers think that they have to work really hard and post a lot of products for sale. And that's when they start to see sales, and that's not always the case. And so the coaching program will help you keep you accountable. It will give you a sense of community and give you that support and guidance that you need, not only with the business skills that we teach in the Profit by Design Academy, but then all of the interactive coaching calls that we're going to be doing for design, for titles and tags, for categories, collections, for we've got a mindset masterclass. And we have amazing co-working sessions and Q&A sessions. So it's this really amazing interactive and streamlined package for you to come into for a year and implement the Profit by Design Academy. And a lot of the barriers that Zazzle designers have at the beginning are that they don't think that they can learn, that they don't know the numbers, or they don't have any business skills, that they're never going to be able to learn anything or implement anything, and they just want to have fun, designing. Or that you have to work really, really hard to start to see, sales. And so we teach you that that's not the case, that you just have to work smarter and not actually harder. And
get the coaching support you need. Because most times people stop or take longer than they need because they don't have the ability to ask a question, right? And then the whole idea of when you do a coaching program is you want to get to somewhere faster. Right? So you hire a coach that's already done that, and will give you those tools and keep guiding you and help you when you're in, like, you have an obstacle in the way. And so what maybe takes you a month or so to figure out, Jen and I have already done it like 10 different times in 10 different ways, and we know which way is best. And so therefore we can give you an answer in like 1 minute or one sentence. And so that could be the difference between you becoming really successful fast, or you deciding you're not even going to ever be able to make Zazzle work for you and you're going to quit. And so we don't want that for you, because it's happened with our top earners. Brandon tried for 5 years and he was ready to quit. And then he saw that we had a course. And that's how he started. And then he said, well, the course works, so I want to get everything that Jen and Elka put out, because it's valuable. It's gold. Every time that he gets something, we do something new, he's already signed up. And even now that he's making so much money, he's still signing up for the things, because he knows the value of consistently getting access to the help so that he can speed up his progress. And so that's the whole idea behind this coaching program, is to literally, and it's not that you have to be like on every day for a whole year. We make it very easy for you. It's once a week that you're on live with us. And then you can be part of a co-working session as well. So that's your time commitment in terms of being with us. The rest of the time, it's whenever you need it. Then the support coaches will be there to answer your questions on Kajabi, or to do the critiques for you when you finish doing your avatar, or you've revamped your homepage, then you can post your store link and we can do a critique for you. These are the kinds of things that are going to be supportive of your journey at your pace. But you have to keep getting that support, because you don't even know some of the things you need to know until you're actually in that journey. And that's the key, is if you're always using the assumptions of what it is that you think you need to do in a business, then you may not actually get the business done, because you're just working on your parameters. But have you run a successful online 7 or 6 figure business yet? No. So how would you know how to do it? You have to get that teaching and that coaching and that forward thinking from your coaches, because they've been there. They've done that. So if that's your journey and your calling to become successful and make like 5K a month on Zazzle, and even make it consistently, then the idea is to get a coach that's going to help you get there as fast as possible. So that's the two of us, and that's this coaching program.
Yeah.
Okay, so I cut you off in the middle
of
something.
No, I'm
good. But the idea here is can you actually say with confidence that you are going to be able to do this alone in the next year and make it to 5K? And if that's the case, awesome. We're so happy for you. But if you feel, oh my gosh, I want to make that 5K a month, because that's $60,000 a year, that will get you very close to gold, right? You can push it even further, obviously, because once you know what you're doing, you keep pushing further and make it more and more regular, that you're making these high numbers as your royalty payouts for each month, then you need that help. And the coaching program has now been developed in such a way that you can get the training you need for the Profit by Design Academy and implementing the 5 strategies and getting questions answered when you're implementing them. Because it's one thing to say, okay, I've done my avatar description or I've set up my Pinterest account. But if there's a set of eyeballs on your Pinterest account from someone that actually knows what a good, effective referral based Pinterest account looks like, then you're going to get that feedback, right? And then if you don't get that feedback, you won't know why Pinterest isn't working for you. But if you get that feedback, or even if you say, hey, Pinterest isn't working for me, what do you think I need to change? That's golden information. And that's what the coaching program is all about. It's a very different aspect of maybe what you're used to in a course. And also for anyone who's already been in our membership or has done just the Profit by Design Academy as a self-study, you'll know that you're kind of left on your own. So now that we've had enough data from people that have gone through all of our coaching, we're very confident to be able to give you this package at a very affordable price so that you don't actually have to be in a mastermind until much later. Because the mastermind can then be for developing your 6-figure portfolio rather than it for it being your 5K a month portfolio. Mm-hmm. And that's a big difference, right? That's still another 40K plus. So let's get you first to 5K months, and that would be awesome, wouldn't it? Because that would be 60K. Again, as Jen said, we can't make any income claim statements, but you have to be able to say, I'm going to give this a shot. And if you trust us and you believe it's going to be possible, then the odds are better stacked against or for you that you'll be able to achieve your goal. And that's what we're here to do. And it brings us back to the 50 people that we want. Last year, we said, let's do what can we do to make sure that we can get 50 people to the Gold Pro Designer status? That'd be awesome, wouldn't it? Mm-hmm. I just picked 50 out of the air, but it seemed like a really hard number to get to because our students were not doing so well initially because they were just doing the self-study, and that doesn't mean that the course wasn't perfect, which it is. It's really good. It implements the 5 strategies and it works. It's been working since 2017. The problem is that your implementation or the other people implementing the course, either they didn't implement it properly or they never implemented it at all. Yeah. Or they had a lot of mindset issues that they were having trouble with. And so they didn't even allow themselves to be successful. They just stopped before they started. And so by handling the mindset issues, by handling the accountability, mm-hmm. by handling the skill sets, and by making sure that you finish the course, which is actually the accountability, then we've got you. It's so stacked for your success now that it should work, right? And so this is the perfect time to join us in the Profit by Design Academy coaching program, mm-hmm. because we start July 7th.
Just tomorrow.
And we already have 4 people who have been in the gold, have reached gold, but there's about 20 people who are so close because they've already hit silver and now they're closer to $80,000 to $90,000 in lifetime earnings. So very soon we're already going to have probably about 10 Gold Pro designers. Why? Because they have been with us since 2017 and they've done the work, or if they didn't do the work right away, they finally realized if I do the work, it's going to work for me. And so then they decided to become serious about it. And so that's what we're looking for here is people who are serious to give this a shot, go all in. Mm-hmm. But we're still only working 4 hours a week and we're only making 100 products a month. So be careful. Don't think that because we're going to be with you for a whole year that you have a lot of work to do. You still have you have work, but you don't have to. It's not overbearing or all-consuming. And the idea here is that this is a business that you need to now put into your lifestyle rather than it becoming a big extra 9-to-5 job. And so that's part of what the coaching program is all about. Once a week, an hour touch point. And then the rest of the time, there's monthly accountabilities of whatever earnings, productivity, did you do your to-do list? And those are simple to finish and fix. And it gives you the chance to actually play the part of running a business, which is what you want to do, right? You're not starting this business on Zazzle because you want to magically have money appear. You want to have a new online e-commerce business that creates and generates, even like long-term from now, passive income for you, right? So you can't, that doesn't just magically happen. It's not a lottery. You don't just sort of buy a ticket and then you get the money if you win. No, you still have to do the work. You have to run the business. You have to set it up, but you can set it up in such a way that you don't have to work so hard, especially if you set it up right at the beginning. And then you can let it go into maintenance mode once you reach that amount of money that you make, that you want to make, sorry. So the idea here is that we want to balance your impression of what this coaching program would be all about. It's not an all-in. It's all in for believing that it's going to work, but it's not all in for hours worked. Hours worked, we want you to actually already maintain or create that lifestyle of being able to create a business that can work for you within a 4-hour work week. And that's going to be possible if you implement everything in this training program and you take advantage of all the coaching that we're going to be giving you over the course of the time that you're in the coaching program. All right. Do you have anything to say about that?
No, just that we will drop the link in the chat on Facebook. And then if you're watching this on YouTube or on Instagram, then it'll be in the description of the video and then also in our link in our bio. So we can't wait to see you in the coaching program. It's going to be an amazing experience. And if you have any questions, please email us or leave any comments here if you're watching the replay, and we will get back to you as soon as possible. Okay. All right.
Can you tell I'm passionate about this?
All right.
We've been doing one more thing. We just want to say we've been doing this since 2017. We are Zazzle designers ourselves. We still have active stores. And someone actually asked me the other day, like, what's your store so I can see what you've done? And it's like, that's private. That's mine. That's my store. But I also can tell you that everyone who's really done well in the Zazzle platform has done well after, like in terms of like our coaching program, they've done well on their own, with their own merits, with their own designs, with their own niches that they've pushed into in terms of, where their specialties are. So you don't need to look at our stores in order to see whether it's going to be possible for you. In fact, you might actually make a decision that's the wrong decision, because you'll go like, oh, well, Jen and Elka do this. I don't do that, so I'm not going to make money. That's so not true. Every one of our designers that's reached the silver and the gold have created their own way of designing and their own niches that they target. And we want you to understand that there's an abundance of ability to make money on the Zazzle platform for everyone, because you're targeting a customer that likes what you like and that likes what you make. And therefore, you can actually learn how to market to those people and start attracting them. And this is something we forget, that, we're not being judged. We're not here to, just do what we see on the homepage on Zazzle as to whether or not, we can make a sale on Zazzle. It's not the case. I haven't been featured on the Zazzle homepage with one of my products in years, but I still make money every single day. Whereas the same with Jen, right? So be careful what your assumptions are as to what your possibilities are for your success. So with that, I'll leave you and click the link in wherever the description is, and go and check out that sales page so you can see exactly what you get when you're signing up. And we look forward to seeing you in the coaching program. And our first call actually starts on the 7th. So,
which is tomorrow. You already said that, yeah.
Okay.
We said we start tomorrow. So
the key here is that even though we start tomorrow, you need to make sure that you understand that this is an open enrollment. So if you want to, you can enroll later. This is not the complete deadline, but the sooner you start, the sooner you're able to start making that money on Zazzle. And there's so many opportunities right now because of COVID. It's a $1 trillion industry now, rather than $1 billion industry. So please remember that if you want to start an online e-commerce business, this is the way to go. It gives you the best chance of making it a success. So with our coaching program, the current economy, the current setup, how people are shopping, you can't lose.
Well, so we'll see you in the coaching program. Bye.